Hello, people that are arriving here. As always, we are preparing to do more one daily bindrune, where basically I check here the bindrunes that people requested, and we do them lively. So, welcome for people that are here. My name is the Rune Lord Sage, and we are preparing here to do, as I said, today's bindrune. Um, I'm checking here what were the requests. I think that today, let me just confirm here. Someone asked a bind room to heal the inner child. That concept that it's quite useful for, let me put this way, for healing process where basically you are healing the child that lives within you and never left you. So let's check what the runes have to say about them. As I said, normally the bind runes that I do for this kind of cases is considering the use about what I call it the magic age. It's like you are kind of asking the runes for something, for some kind of advice, but it's not a kind of um, oracle or divination really process. It's more like a kind of advice. So let's see what the runes have to say about for this person that wants to check to heal the inner child. So the first rune that we have today is Yera. Let me remove the starting soon here because we don't need that anymore, just to make things clear. Okay, so we have Yera, and the second rune that we'll have for this person is, let's check here. Okay, not this one. Although I'm saying not this one is because something is saying to me to not get this rune when I'm touching it, but this, where is it? This one here. Okay, August. So these are the two runes that will be doing some bind here today. Um, if you have any questions or anything about how is my process, some trying to understand and this kind of thing, feel free to send on the comments. I speak English and Portuguese. Eu falo inglês e português, então se você tiver qualquer dúvida pode mandar no chat. So let's start that. For people that normally sees the bind runes that I do, I quite like to do something that is to mirror and interlacing their bind the runes. So for this one, it's quite very simple that I will be wanting to do that because it is something that really can goes well. So first of all, I think that today we'll be using some 8 connections. As I always say, this tool has something that when you are using the vertical lines, it has a much better line than the others. So let's go on the vertical. Yeah, perfect. So if I try to do something just like that, and try to, for example, do something like this, that will become very strange even to look. So what we can do is that we'll probably use a different ratio for don't know if I'm liking that, especially because it's giving some different impression from what I want. Let's try to think here. If I go this way, wow, yeah, that can generate something interesting. We are using different concepts here, but that can generate something very interesting. So let's try to do that. We still need to do basically the lines for the algae, but I'll do that later. I want first to kind of try to see if the concept for the Iera will be good. So what we are doing here is something like this. Okay. We have for sure to align them here because they are not on the same size here, so that does not kind of becomes strange when we are looking to the runes. So let's clean here Let's clean here. Okay, now we'll clean on the sides here, and most probably I'll do something. We'll see what we'll do. I don't know yet what we'll do because I want to make things simpler. And let's clean here. Okay, so we have kind of a cleaner state for the era, for at least for the beginning of the era. And now what we'll do is that, as I want to use the same size, and that's the tricky here, I will do one thing. So what I'll do is that I'll merge, so I have the era completely at one place. And what I'll do is that I'll copy one era. So copy that. I'll flip. Oops. Undo. I want to copy this one, but paste here. Okay, it's still there. Now I can flip that and move it to a different position. Okay, I like it. I really like it, I have to say. So now what I'll do is that I'll duplicate this guy and I'll flip that to the top. Now I'll merge these two guys together and I'll duplicate it again and I'll flip to the other side and I'll merge them. So basically all the kind of, not exactly all of them, but we can even merge all the eras in just one layer. So we have now the eras, all of them in one layer, which will make things something easier later on. So now we can go back to our algaes. I'll create again a new layer. We always work with layers so we can have clean things here. And now what we'll do is that we'll create the crosses here that we want. So first thing is that I'll cross for one side. Then what we'll do is that I'll duplicate that. Again, came here, flip to the other side. Yeah, perfect. It's passing for sure, we can see that. So now we'll start to clean it for the sizes that we don't want. So basically the leftovers here from one side and from another. So go for the eraser again. Oops, let me just lock this thing here so I don't have problem. Okay, let's go to the other one, go to the other side, clean it here. Perfect. So now I'll remove the roller and we can clean the leftover here, go to the other layer, clean the leftover here. Okay, now we have our algaes. However, there is one kind of thing that is happening, is that it's passing quite a lot. So what I'll do is that I'll just put a small point here and we'll mark this point as our point, and we'll basically delete everything that is outside this point, and we'll do the same thing here. So basically it gives at least this impression that is okay. Let's just see one thing here. Okay, yeah, it's not so big and it's not so small. I think that it's a good shape, so yeah, we'll go for that. Let's remove the ruler here, and now let's just clean here. I really like to do the cleaning process. It's somewhat how, you know, it's basically kind of, I don't know how to explain that, but I really like this process. Basically to go over and then came back, deleting what is not required anymore, it's kind of thing. So it seems that we have some things here for the other layer yet. Yep. Okay, so this is the basic shape. Let's remove the runes here. So this is our basic shape for the algaes. And now we have the algaes here, the eras, sorry. So now it's starting to the interesting point. We want to bind them together in a way that we still put more relevance, let me put this way, to the era. So what we'll do is that we'll try to do that in the following. So first of all is that this era here on this side, we want that to be totally over the algae. So we'll came to the algae here. We can even merge these layers here because that will make things easier. So we can come here now and do this here. Let's just check if, so that's a problem here at some perspective. We cannot use the mirroring like we are using here. Hello Aladovs, how are you? Hope you are good. Hope everything is working good for you today. How has been your day? So yeah, so we are basically doing we are basically putting the algae here over this point. We have four algae that will be kind of let me say this way, they will be kind of not covered. So what we'll do is that I will really thinking about cover all the algae points that we can with this one here. Let's just check. And maybe even put more one hiera on the middle. Let's see what will happen here. So let's pass that really behind the hiera and see what happens. There is still something here, probably from, yep. Okay. So I'm finding watch the live to inspire my own binds. So later on, share with me your binds. I really like the process. So yeah, share with me your binds later on. It's always good to have a look about what people are creating. So let's copy this guy here. Let's paste it here. And let's just try to move it to the middle. Let's see if we can do something like should be a little bit up. Okay. Yeah, I think that will do that, because I think that will become interesting at some perspective. We could even do something crazier, but I don't know if it will worth to do that. So in this case, what I'm trying to do here right now, although it's kind of complicated because I'm not using the rule, but we can try to put that to make things simpler, is that I'm kind of trying to align the lines here. So interesting that they don't align correctly here. I was expecting that they would. That's interesting. But okay, it seems that it's good. Let me check. Oh, thank you for the last bindrune. So Ilo with Manaz was a great combination. Yeah, I have to say that it's kind of interesting when we are doing these bindrunes, how normally we are not getting exactly what we want, but what seems that we, let me put this way, what we need. You know, that's the kind of most interesting point for me. So what we'll do here in this case is that we'll do the algae leg pass over this area that we created, just because we don't want that to become kind of bad here. But these two here, that would be interesting if we pass over. But let's try to see what will happen if you do this way. I still think that it can create a kind of, oh, it should be staying this way. I still think that it will be creating a kind of good combination. So let's see what will happen. If not, we'll just remove that and see what will happen. Okay. Now what I'll do, just to be sure, is that I'll duplicate this line here. So if we don't like it, we later can go there and, you know, delete it. Although I'm almost quite sure that it will become kind of interesting. Okay, let's see here. Uou. Olha! Olha quem tá aí! Certinho, menino Yantor? Como é que você tá? I really like. Tudo ótimo e contigo? Tudo certo por aqui. Tudo ótimo também. Tentando fazer uma parada aqui que fique bonita. E pior que eu acho que tá ficando. Tem risco nesse negócio aí, não é, rapá? Acho que tem mais risco do que negócio, hein? So, I think that this will be the bind for today. Because I really like it. Now we'll just clean the things, as always. So let's go over the things here. We can hide this one and clean all the places. Oops. Not all the places, it seems. Yeah. So just the places where we have some kind of intersection between the rooms. Let me turn off this guy for now too. Here, up here, sure. Here too, we are deleting this point. Quer um novo bindrune? Ah, beleza. A gente pode fazer sem problema nenhum. Pô, eu vou dizer que os binds agora eles estão mais trabalhados, né? E opa, aqui agora a gente tem que fazer ao contrário. Não, não é com esse, tem que ser com esse aqui. Os binds agora eles estão trabalhados de uma forma um pouquinho diferente, mais trabalhados do que aquele que quando eu tinha feito. Aquela lá, se eu não me engano, eu tinha feito foi com a coisa do teu nome, Yanto. Foi que você tinha pedido pra fazer a parada com a coisa do teu nome. Mas a gente refaz ela. Ou faz outra. Dependendo da parada. Aí agora a gente vai coisar aqui pra limpar este carinha aqui, ó. Tá vendo? O cara pede mais e nem lembra pra que foi. So, yeah, so I think that this will be today's bind. I really like it. It's on the right complexity for the thing. Yeah, Yant, I know that you remember. Yeah, for sure. So yeah, I think that this will be today's bind rune. Let me just go over here and put something on the back. As always we do. Just to give a little bit. We worked with 8, so let's go to over 16. Let's put some shape today here again. Let's try to see what will happen if I go crazy here right now. Whoa. Whoa. Interesting that it's... Oh, shit. Let me do one thing because he kind of did something wrong here. Something that it shouldn't. I did something here. It seems that it's very, very good, but it's totally blocked by the thing, so... Oh. I hope the lives is still working because basically the app just frozen. I was just at me, yeah, I know. Okay. The app, okay. Here we are. Okay, so now let's go remove a little bit for the opacity. And yeah, I like it. So, oh, I realized one thing right now. We'll do something very, very kind of... Here, it's kind of going over the signature. So what we'll do is that like we are doing with our bind runes, we'll just remove that so it does not go over the signature. Can go a little bit to the side. Yeah, and now we just came here. Ah! Not this layer. Let me just remove that. Yeah, that's actually even interesting, you know, how now it kind of seems. I'll even do one thing. I just want to, because the line here, it's not. Yeah, I think that will be more than enough. Yep. So now the bind rune is having even some intersection with my signature. Yeah, I really like it. I really like the way that it is right now. It's kind of interesting how it's complex and simple at the same time, and how it kind of still gives the attention for the runes that I want, even with all the other things. I just want to clean a little bit here one thing, because some perfect. I would like to make the signatures more low, and align it with the left bar. Yeah. Yeah, I got what you mean. Oops, I'm on the wrong layer. Yeah, this one here. Just removing a little bit from here to kind of make it the intersection not go so strong there. Yep. Okay. So yeah, as I said, this was a bind rune for healing the inner child. Every Wednesday I open the request box, so Instagram, the Rune Lord Sage. Every Wednesday on the story there is an open request box. You can go there and ask any bind rune. There is no cost. I use that to do this kind of thing and have fun and study. That's another point. So yeah, hope you like it. So thank you, Oladovs. Thank you, Hunter, for coming over. And we'll see each other tomorrow, where I'll be doing tomorrow's bindrune. Hope you like it. Já tá perdendo grana, o povo tá vendo medieval cobra 100 pila. Como é que é? Mas eu também cobro pra ler, isso aqui eu só tô fazendo assim. Eu não. Se você me pedir uma leitura de runas, eu também cobro, Yanta. E eu cobro muito mais do que 100 pila. Então, quando estiver aqui, a gente vai lá. Vamos sim, vamos sim. Eu sei quem é que faz a leitura de runas. Se for a mesma pessoa ainda, eu sei quem é que faz. E aí eu quero. Se for quem eu tô pensando, inclusive eu fiz um conjunto de runas pra pessoa. So, hope you like it. Tomorrow, I'm here back. Deixa eu só ver o que você falou aqui. Eu quero ver o caos. Valeu então, gente. Brigadão aí. Valeu, galera. A gente se vê amanhã. So, see you tomorrow. Bye. Yantor, going to do a live to now? Will going live now? Just to know. Yantor, are you still here? Yep, in a few minutes. Okay. So, yeah, I don't have the SEO here, but yeah. I don't know if I can try to do that. Let me try to do one thing here. Watch. Are you still here already? No, you are not. Okay. Let me just see if I can try to get you here. Okay, Yantor. Probably it's not live yet, so yeah, it's not showing as live yet. So people, if you want, check here. And we'll see, as I said, we'll see each other tomorrow. Yantor, maybe I'll appear there later. So, see you people. Bye. Thank you a lot. And see you tomorrow.